the Yuletide gay.
At 16 years old, Judy Garland was one of the most famous girls in America. Millions adored her smile. Children wanted to be her. Adults called her a miracle. But behind the scenes, Hollywood was slowly destroying her. She was given pills to stay awake. Pills to fall asleep. Her body was controlled. Her emotions were ignored. This is not just a tragic celebrity story. This is the dark truth about old Hollywood, and the system that broke Judy Garland. Judy Garland was born Frances Gumm in 1922. She didn't choose fame, fame chose her. By the time she was a child, she was already performing non-stop. When MGM signed her, they didn't see a little girl. They saw a product. Her appearance was constantly criticized. Studio executives told her she was not pretty enough, not thin enough, not glamorous enough. From a young age, Judy learned one lesson. Her value depended entirely on how useful she was to the studio. Old Hollywood was a machine. Every detail of Judy's life was scripted. She didn't have weekends off. She didn't have freedom of choice. Even her friendships were controlled. The studio dictated who she could see, who she could trust. She was constantly reminded. Her career depended on obedience. Judy later recalled that she felt like a doll, beautiful to look at, but alive only when performing. This was the reality behind the glamour. Judy's dependence on pills was a direct result of the studio's demands. Amphetamines in the morning, barbiturates at night. Doctors at MGM prescribed them routinely, claiming they were vitamins. But it wasn't just about staying awake or sleeping. It was about controlling her moods, her weight, her very life. Her diary entries later revealed, "I am afraid I will forget how to feel like myself, and maybe I already have." Filming The Wizard of Oz was supposed to be a dream. Instead, it was a nightmare for Judy. She was only 16 during filming. Heavy makeup, hot studio lights, long shooting hours, all took a physical and mental toll. She developed lifelong health problems from the constant stress. Yet when she sang "Over the Rainbow," the world saw magic. Few knew about the pain behind the smile. As Judy aged, the same studio system that created her started working against her. They labeled her troublesome if she demanded rest or voiced concerns. They used gossip magazines to portray her as unstable. She was a cautionary tale in Hollywood, a star who had dared to be human. Her relationships suffered. Her marriages were short, her friendships strained. Hollywood profited from her talent, and from the drama surrounding her life. Despite exhaustion, Judy never stopped performing. Concerts, movies, tours, she pushed herself to give audiences joy, even when she was falling apart inside. She once said, "When I am on stage, I forget everything. It is the only time I am truly alive." Her resilience inspired millions. But it came at a devastating cost: her health, her peace, her life. Judy Garland died at 47. She left behind a legacy of unforgettable performances, but also a cautionary tale of what fame can demand. She fought addiction, heartbreak, and exploitation until the very end. Hollywood didn't break her talent, it broke her. Judy Garland's story is not just about fame. It's about a system that valued profit over people. It's about the cost of being a star in old Hollywood. And most importantly, Judy Garland reminds us that behind every smile, there can be a hidden story, one of struggle, pain, and courage. Judy Garland was one of Hollywood's brightest stars, but behind the magic, her life was filled with pain, control, and exploitation. Discover the tragic story of how the studio system broke a legend and the hidden cost of fame in old Hollywood.